Okay, a 2004 BMW 545i E60. I'm doing the alternator bracket gasket, and I decided to go from underneath, so I'm dropping the subframe. Couple main points and connections. What do you need to do before dropping it? Actually, these two connections here, these two connections here, disconnected. These two electrical connections right here, which go here, this side. So you need to take sure all the plastic covers off so you can see where this connects to each other. What I did, I disconnected the control arms. One bolt here, 18 millimeter bolt here, 18 millimeter there, tie rod ends out, sway bar links out, and this all comes as an assembly with all the lining and stuff like that. I disconnected this piece here too, and I left this line going to the power steering pump. One of them I left it on the pump. The other one from here I disconnected it. It's gonna drop with the subframe right here. What else here? Same bolts, couple connections here. I disconnected them just in case while I'm gonna be lowering the subframe. I'll see which one needs to be pulled, which one not. And the steering, the rack is going down completely with the subframe, so I just disconnected it from the shaft. Here, one bolt. Connection, electrical connection to the active steering right here. This one needs to come off too. I do support it actually here between the engine and the tranny, but you can do there's many different ways to support the engine anyways while doing this. And I did unhook the motor mounts. I took the two 16 millimeter bolts out. I don't know if you can see it from here or not, but I didn't touch the e-torques. I just took the 16 millimeters out, and then on this side I did not have to disconnect the AC line. I just moved it to the side, and I just used the 3/8 adapter, and it worked well. Okay, let's see. Let me lower it a little bit. And see what's on the way. Okay. It's gonna look like this. So I see this line is going all the way up, so I'll have to disconnect this one too. You see? But from here, I can see that bracket gasket leak right there. Okay, it's this connection right here needs to come off first and just get it down lower. So now I'm gonna lower the subframe and see what's gonna happen. Okay, this is the view I get now. I did not take anything off of the belts or anything, just the subframe, and I already get the view, a clear view of this bracket leaking pretty bad right there. Okay, and quick remark, actually there's no need to take this electrical connection off at all, or this one too. So nothing electrical comes off of this rack, and this one stays on too. Just this sensor needs to be unplugged, and everything else is here. These two connectors will take care of everything else. So pretty much the most of the disconnect on the lines and everything is going to be on this side. There's 4 lines right here, 2, 4, 2 electrical connectors, all the arms and stuff like that, and just one line off of the pump. One connection here, one up from up top, which is this one. That's it. Everything else should be good. Okay guys, I got the pump off. Let me replicate how it was in. Okay, this is the one small bolt, alien actually bolt in the back, and 2 bolts are in the front, which are this and that, 13mm bolts, and the one alien on the back, and that's it. I'm gonna leave this hanging like that and get the alternator off. Okay guys, alternator, 2 bolts, I think 16mm, 1 and 2, I can both access them from here. I didn't touch the connections yet. I'm just gonna drop it down a little bit and then take that both connection off of it. Should be good. Okay guys, I got the bracket off, and you can see here that the timing cover is leaking too a little bit, so it will need to be done. And actually from the bottom you can see a lot of things like valve cover gaskets, if they need to be done or not. If you look here straight up, this side is wet a little bit, but you can notice that that edge is wet a little bit. Yeah, right there. So this car will need valve cover gaskets and timing covers too. But the bracket is off. The one thing what I didn't see first while taking the bracket off, I got all the bolts out except this one, I think. This one right here. It sits behind the tensioner, so you need to pull the tensioner 100% before you do the bracket. But other than that, 3 bolts on the side, 2 13s and a T45, and 2 bolts from here. So it was a 13 and a 16 on the corner, which that 16 was right behind that motor mount bracket. So but we'll be replacing this gasket. This one's shot completely, and by this you can tell that it's been leaking pretty badly. So we'll clean it up, put the new gasket in, and put it back together. Okay guys, I got the bracket on the table here and cleaned up a little bit. This gasket is completely flat. Like there's no sealing surface here at all. I don't know if you can see it. It's completely flat. Let me put the new one in. Okay, this is how the new one looks like. Yeah, you can see it coming out, so you can actually seal the surface. The old one broke like it's plastic. Here, completely dried out. Okay guys, putting it back together. Here's the nut right there for the motor mount. So I just moved the line a little bit to the closer to the engine so I could get access to that nut.